So what I'm going to do is to show you how we can represent all the tenses on 2 sides of A4.
2 sides of A4?
Yeah, really.
Oh.
Okay. But first of all, I'm going to show you how I represent individual verbs, or the parts of individual verbs. And for this I use a triangle. And we're going to start with a regular verb. So you notice I've got points at each corner of the triangle and 1 outside. So would you like to give me a regular verb?
Play.
Play, which is interestingly the second verb. Most people, the first choice is eat and play is the second one. Okay. So play. Now I'm just going to put just the basis of the verb first. And then in the middle I'm going to draw a heart. And I'm going to put play under there. And then I'm going to add the endings, or the inflections as some people might call them. So here I'm putting S, here, ing, here, ed, and here, ed. So I'll now move on to an irregular verb, if you'd like to choose one.
Right.
Right, okay. So using a triangle again. Same points. So here I'm going to put right. And it's interesting that actually this verb has an E on the end. So, so here I'm going to put rights, put the heart in the middle again. And what's going to go in the middle?
Writing.
You're right. And then if I put wrote here, what's going to go here?
Written.
Okay. Now, I find students use these a lot. You know, you can sort of make a triangle with your fingers, and I often see them going, you know, it's a visual mnemonic, basically. Okay. So we've chosen a regular verb and an irregular verb. If you were to ask your students what percentage of verbs in English they think are irregular, what sort of answer would you get?
They would probably say that most of English verbs are irregular.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I get from students. And the reason being that because although we've actually only got about 300 irregular verbs, of which we regularly only use probably about 50, but those 50 are among the first verbs that they meet. So then they get the generalised idea that the majority of English verbs are irregular. In fact, fewer than 0.0 something or other verbs in English are irregular. The vast, vast majority, well over 99%, are regular. So, you know, this just sort of, psychologically this is good, because it immediately gives the idea, oh, okay, maybe it's not such a challenge, you know. So we're trying to boost them all the time, but showing them that it really isn't such a challenge. That's the point.